we begin, we have got a gal from Mesquite, Texas, and this is Cassie Cole. Now, again, granted, I'm going to say I've got a little bias because we went to high school together, so a little familiarity here, I will say. And Cassie, let's see, how would we describe Cassie? Oh, goodness.
I love it. Do the bio.
Oh my
Write my
gosh.
bio real quick.
I
Impromptu.
will write your bio. So again, she is an amazing singer and songwriter based out of the Dallas, Texas area. Prior to her start of her musical journey, she played
Oh,
Division One softball at the University of Texas
yeah, I
in
did
San
do that.
Antonio. Proud owner of an Australian Shepherd, lovingly known as Brother Bullet.
Brother Bullet.
Brother Bullet. Now, following a course of dramatic health decline and miraculous healing, basically coming right back, fighting out of it, she sets out to help others in the way she herself was helped by worship. Now, pouring herself into studying God's Word and learning everything she can about music and songwriting, her songs are filled with spiritually sound lyrics, warm acoustic tunes, as well as saturated with prayer, that oil, if you will. Now, the goal of her songwriting is to provide language for those who may not know how to express themselves in worship. She has been blessed to collaborate with artists such as Dave Byers on their song Captivated, Andrew Knox's All Consuming Fire, and in December 2019, Cassie joined the Gems of Grace. Recent releases including Walk With Me, Belong to You, I Am With You, and Love Much. More about Cassie and her music can be found on YouTube. Well, Cassie, again, that is your intro, but that's only the start, so tell us more.
Tell us more. You tell us more.
Oh, let's see, so much more. So, how many songs are
Oh.
we getting from you tonight, Cassie? Tell me how many wonderful praise and worship songs we getting from you.
Well, guess we'll see. We're winging it, kind
I
of.
like it.
A
Well, let me
bit.
just ask a question before we do your first one. This is my first question. I always like to ask some
I'm
questions.
on a roll with some vague answers, so
I
let's
like this.
let's
Okay,
let's
let's
see.
dig deep. Let's dig deep. Right? So, what do you think God is saying to churches today?
He's saying this is the real deal. That there I think there are levels of faith that we are each assigned, of course, but and gifted with. But I think there are those who need milk for nourishment, those who are just learning and need the basics, and all of that. And then there are those who have been fed the meat and chewing and really working through the hard stuff. And I think I'm not saying like in the world today, I'm just saying in each individual's walk, I think it's a time, either it's right now or it's coming or whatever the case may be, that it's like this is what you've been prepared for. This is what you have had that meat for. This is what you have spent time in the secret place for. It's to stand in that confidence of knowing. We were talking last night about knowing the one that you're claiming your stance on and being able to stand strong in that with confidence, knowing that you've been approved, and knowing that the Lord has already seen it all, and when He's for you, literally, what could be against you? And so, I think there's almost, you know, in the Lord, there's a pride in knowing I've been prepared for this, um, and so Daniel and I were talking earlier. I don't know if he got my reference because all I did was say Habakkuk. That's all I said.
Right. If you got
But
I think you might.
thumbs up, yes. And so I was laughing about that. I was like, I don't know if he knew the connection that I was given there, but basically Habakkuk 3 saying, were you angry with the rivers, Lord? Like, was your anger against the rivers when, basically talking about how nature itself is just shaking in the presence of the holy God, the divine presence of God. And so I think that's what we were talking about, nerves. And I'm just like, I think that's the flesh just in proximity to the Lord. You know what I mean? That when he comes close, we automatically get a little shaky.
Mhm.
It's bound to happen. I had my cataplexy stuff, paralysis stuff, that it's like, what if that was me being in the presence of the Lord and not knowing it? And so stuff like that I think is really cool. So I think that's something that the Lord is saying, is that all the crazy, all the weird stuff, even, if you've been through some weird stuff, which I've been through, I think all of us here have been through some weird stuff. And it's like that wasn't for nothing. And what do you look at the patterns, look at the connections and everything, and seeing where he's leading us, and then being able to stand in it, knowing that we've sought his counsel, that we're saying, hey, what are you saying in all this, all the rivers raging and the, literally in Texas and just different stuff. What are you saying? Where are you taking us? What would you have us do with this? And so thinking of it as later in Habakkuk 3, it says, all this stuff happened when you rode your chariots of salvation and came to save your anointed, and it's like, oh, all that chaos happened when he came to deliver his people. Okay, that makes it totally different. Okay, yeah, I can sit here literally in the eye of the storm and be like, yeah, it's storming because he's up here for me. Hello. Thank you, Lord, that storm is for my protection. That's a hedge of protection. So, yeah. You shouldn't ask me a question, man.
Yeah, well, no, that's right. Well, I mean, and I always liken God to kind of like a chef, which is a weird kind of thing if you think about sitting down for a full course
Like
meal.
a hibachi
You get,
one.
right? When you go somewhere, you get the appetizer sampler. And so God gives you all these little samples of little good things, and He's preparing you for the next feast that you have. And the best part about it is if you stay through the feast, what do you get? You're just desserts that's deserved because you've eaten all He's given to you. So,
Taste
again,
and see, the Lord is
yeah,
good.
exactly. Oh, exactly. Thank you. You already got my point there. Taste and see.
Mm-hmm.
And that really, to me, is the chef's kiss at the end. And like you said, really, truly, it is just something that he's shaking and moving. I mean, again, we look at all the colleges that's had the revivals a couple of years ago and, all the things that were done. So before we get into a deeper discussion, what you going to sing for us next?
Well, I was gonna start with one song, but this is what I always do. I'm always like, let's switch it up. Yeah, totally. But it just felt so appropriate with that topic of discussion. Great question, Joshki.
Sure.
For people that don't know, that's now his nickname because Josh Porosky is Joshki. Because yeah. Okay, there you go, Joshki. He's cool with it, so yeah.
Always.
This is called. Oh, and also we need to check out this church. It's in Fort Worth. Mercy Culture, and I love their worship. And Fort Worth's a little far, but not that far. Yeah, so this is called Names of God. Of days has taken his seat, his clothing white as snow, the hair like wool upon his head. His throne was flaming fire, its wheels were blazing fire, and the river of fire was flowing from his presence, and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands come to serve the Ancient of Days. They serve the Ancient of Days, and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands. They serve the Ancient of Days. They serve the Ancient of Days. Revelation of the Ancient of Days. Fall down, fall down. Revelation of the Ancient of Days. Fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down, fall down. Elohim Adonai, Rapha, Nisi, Elohim, 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 Adonai, Rapha, Nisi, Shaddai, 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 Shaddai. The name of the Lord is my strong tower. The name of the Lord is my hiding place. The name of the Lord goes before me. The name of the Lord comes behind me. The name of the Lord is my strong tower. The name of the Lord is my hiding place. The name of the Lord goes before me. The name of the Lord comes behind me. The name of the Lord is my strong tower. The name of the Lord is my hiding place. The name of the Lord goes before me. The name of the Lord comes behind me. The name of the Lord is my strong tower. The name of the Lord is my hiding place. The name of the Lord goes before me. The name of the Lord comes behind me. Elohim, Adonai, Rapha, Nisi, Elohim, Adonai, Rapha, Nisi, Elohim, Adonai, Rapha, Nisi, Elohim, Adonai, Rapha, Nisi, Shaddai, 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 Shaddai. The Ancient of Days has taken his seat, his clothing white as snow, the hair like wool upon his head. His throne was flaming fire, its wheels were blazing fire. A river of fire was flowing from his presence.
Wonderful.
Hey,
Wonderful.
Spud! That's how you end a song right there. You look up and see sputters.
There you go. Well, again, I've got another question that's actually apropos to what you just sang, and you didn't even know it. So, again, you're going to be shocked when I have this question for you. So,
Am I?
in your worship journey, which name of God you just sung about spoke the most to you and most deeply, and why?
Throughout my worship journey or while I was singing it? Because,
No, throughout your worship journey.
oh man.
And if it's changed, it's fine. It's changed, but where, if you had to anchor it to one name of God. And again, he's everything, right? So again, let me make sure to highlight that. But
Right.
what do you
Yeah,
say?
no. I think, I mean, it's all encompassing. So I think as far as like, some of the details with like
Sure.
my property, like my land, like this land is your land, this land is mine. Like
Right.
the Ancient of Days, like he always has been, and he always will be, and he is right now. That's
Holy ground. Right.
it's yeah, it's that he's always had a plan, and it unfolds a certain way, and there's It's just I look at the trees and I'm like, this tree was here a long time ago. That tree's just been there. I would just
Right.
like consider the lilies, but in a different kind of way for me.
Right.
But it's like that tree witnessed some stuff, that I just think of that sort of thing. But just different things. But there's also Jehovah Nisi. Like he's the banner over me and
Right.
all that because I think of everything as a parallel. Like what we do here is a reflection of what's going on in heaven when we're under submission to him. So all of it. All of it.
All the things.
All the things. Yes. I
Well, you think about, Abraham, being promised Canaan by God. It's the same thing. It's been there since the beginning.
and
Abraham's
every
the only guy
place
to figure out.
that the sole of your foot touches, it will be yours. I remember standing on this land and right out there and claiming it for my family, like, and not knowing that I would be moving on in not
Mm.
long after that, and so the Lord is faithful in all that he does, but it's so amazing to be able to see his faithfulness like come through. I mean, it's one thing to trust and not see it, and it's like, okay, but it's a whole nother type of elation whenever it's like, I actually got to see it. Like, that's bananas. I'm like the tree that witnessed the. I'm
Well,
just
the
kidding.
feast, well, the feast, to go back to our point earlier, the feast is now before you.
Isn't it, though?
Now it's for
Isn't
you
it,
to
though?
consume. Exactly.
I'm
What
gonna
you
have to
got
tell
for
you
us
later
in?
about a river cat. It's real funny.
Yeah,
It's real
definitely.
funny. Feasting. That river cat. Yeah. So that sort of leads into my next song. I know that's usually your line, but
Go ahead.
this is, of course, this is a song that everybody loves. Everybody loves this song, but my stepdad requested this. Um, Goodness of God. Don't everybody love it? I see you sweat. I saw you turn and look. I love you, Lord, for your mercy never fails me. All my days I've been held in your hands. From the moment that I wake up till I lay my head, I will sing of the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. Every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I love your voice. You have led me through the fire and darkest night. You are close like no other. I've known you as a father. I've known you as a friend. I have lived in the goodness of God. All my life you have been faithful. All my life you have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. With my life laid down, I'm surrendered now, I give you everything. Your goodness is running after, it's running after me. 'Cause all my life you have been faithful. have been so, so good. With every breath that I am able, I will sing of the goodness of God. I will sing of the goodness of God. God, you're so good. God, you're so good. I hope Spud's camera's off because she's just a mushy potato now because she's just bawling tears of glory. Just
Close
kidding.
to the heart. Never know. Close to your heart. Well, again, here's
Oh,
another question that, again, admittedly, you had a little bit of a preview of, but let's talk about it. So, what conversations are you trying to start with the music that you write that churches really maybe aren't ready to have yet or are starting to maybe have? What are you confronting in your music that maybe churches have not?
I
Or
think it sort of goes along with the answer to the last question is but maybe before it, maybe it precedes it, is that this is the time for digging in, yes, for obedience, but for listening and knowing for sure what you're hearing, knowing the voice of God, knowing what he is saying and who he is, and that you will be able to stand once you do that. Not because Jesus came and he did some questionable things, and he said
disruptive?
things like, you must eat my flesh and drink my blood, because people were just following for the show or following because I don't know.
That was a tradition, not
Yeah, exactly, tradition and different things and people pleasing, and he comes and he rattles things up, and a lot of times, like, it's just it's testing, but in the testing your faith is made stronger and proven, and his faithfulness is proven, and also other people's faithfulness is proven because he shows himself through others around us. And so I think with my music, what I'm trying to do is stir up hunger and thirst for more, just seeking him, and songs that lead into something more, like whenever you guys were over here at the house and it was just pure worship, just
yeah.
like your mama singing those songs. It was so beautiful, and that comes from, it's like you can recognize her as someone who has been with the Lord, and
The fruits of the tree.
yes,
By
exactly. And so I want that to like ooze out through the songs, and I think of each song as a sacred place, a secret place that it can carry presence. It's a vessel in itself, and so a place of encounter and just different things, and also I think addressing that he's in the hard places. He's in the places where it doesn't feel like you should be in this situation. It doesn't feel right, but sometimes he makes everything. There's this game where it's not a Rubik's Cube, but it's similar to it, where you have to try to make all the different outside colors of this shape. You make it into different shapes and it has like different colors. I don't know. But my stepsister and her fiance were playing with it one day, and I said, well, here, let me see it. I just want to see. And I'm not one to do this kind of stuff, but I was like, let me just get it as messed up as I can. And then there will be one move. I know that if it's all sorts of messed up, that means it's close to breakthrough, And so I did it, and I got it as jumbled up as I possibly could. And then I tried every single move that I could and put it right back. And then and then sure enough, boop, it was right there, and it was the one that they couldn't do. I didn't try the rest of them, but
Perspective.
yes, exactly. Just get it all jumbled and then you're really close, you know? And so I think that's what the Lord does is he allows us to go through seasons of what is happening so that he can be like this is happening. You see, you know, and so that's when we see the goodness of God. And then we learn the name of God and all the things like that.
More to speak about that, and it's funny. I think about sometimes, and I always joke. I think in Pixar movies, right? But I think about God in terms of perspective, right? If you really think about it, God calls forth in praise and worship is calling forth all the monsters that we feel are in our closet and we're afraid of, in our hearts and our minds, things like that. And what's amazing about it, I think, is we fear this thing, right? But God just says, calls it forth and said, look at this little insignificant thing. It's perspective.
Yes.
It's his perspective that's given you. So no matter what you're in, we talk about spiritual warfare and worship. That's what it is. God's saying that little monster you think is in the closet, that big scary monster, it's not a monster at all. Look how small and insignificant it is.
Yes. Yes, exactly. There's this thing in therapy that talk like with kids, I guess it could count for anybody, but it says draw a monster. And then they draw a monster and says, okay, what makes that a monster? You know, and they have to explain what makes it a monster, and it sort of strips it of its power. But yeah, all through scripture, you see that the beasts only come to the surface of the sea. They rise from the sea, or whatever the case may be, because the winds were stirring up the waters.
Yep.
And so it's like they would just be under there, not able to rise to the surface if his if he pointed out Job.
Yep.
He pointed out, have you considered my servant Job? There's no one like him. You know, and so it's like he doesn't call us to what he doesn't already have
He
prepared
knows.
for victory. Yeah. And
Right.
so that's Job, how he was confident in his place with the Lord. He had sacrificed. It doesn't say that anybody knew that he had sacrificed on a regular basis for his children ahead of time. It doesn't say anybody knew that, but he knew that. And so he didn't have to justify, he didn't have to say that to anybody. But no, so that's where this ties into Job right here, the song in the
There you
middle
go.
of it.
Perfect timing.
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I hope I'm in the right key. Where are you in the wildfires taking ground? Where are you when the wind comes and knocks us down? Where are you when the waters rise and it looks like we're gonna drown? Where are you now? Where are you now? Where are you in the questions, the in-between? Where are you in the waiting and the unseen? Where are you in the aftermath, surrounded by debris? Where are you now? Where are you now? Right in the middle of it, right in the middle of it, that's where you'll be found. Right in the middle of it, deep in the center of it, that's where you are now. You'll be right in the middle of it, right in the middle of it, that's where you'll be found. Right in the middle of it, deep in the center of it, that's where you are now. You are there on the front lines in the retreat. You are there in the chaos and in the peace. You are there in the victory. You hold us in defeat. It's where you are. It's where you are. Right in the middle of it, right in the middle of it, that's where you'll be found. Right in the middle of it, deep in the center of it, that's where you are now. Right in the middle of it, right in the middle God is here with us, shortening the storm, fixing the flood. You will never run, that's who you are, that through it all are. God is here with us, right in the middle of it, right in the middle of it, that's where you'll be found. Right in the middle of it, deep in the center of it, that's where you are now.
Amazing. Amazing.
Grace, amazing grace.
That's right. So I guess my next question here is, this is something for those who, didn't grow up in church, right? Those who, are new to it. What do you tell somebody that's a new worshiper? How, and again, it's a hard question. Define surrendering in worship, if that's possible.
Be willing to look silly. Be willing to look silly. There's no right or wrong way to do it. And if you feel like I feel like I should do this, but no, but just do it. Just do it. And people aren't gonna like whatever it is that you do, and that's okay, because if you feel like the Lord is telling you to do it, maybe check with the word. Check with somebody. If it's like extreme, don't go crazy.
Right. Don't go swinging a chandelier, right?
Yes. Heavenly places, that kind of chandelier. But yeah. But no, I think that's it. Is how will we catch the attention of the people if we just look like everybody else? Exactly. How will the joy of the Lord be seen? How will his light be seen on us if we don't stand out from anybody else? I remember I was in a really dark place, and I was just weeping in church, and I felt like I wasn't seen, because I was new there. It was a pretty big church, and no one really would have known what I was going through. And I remember seeing this girl about 2 rows up and just jumping up and down, praising the Lord. The joy of the Lord was on her, and it was like I just knew the Lord was saying, you're going to be here you're going to be doing that again. And so I had to thank her for that. And so you never know who's watching, and babies in faith are sometimes the best with that. So, yeah.
Exactly. Well, what do you have for us next?
Let's go with this one. Good old Lauren Daigle. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Sorry, pick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, times it seems like I'm coming undone. This walk can often feel lonely. No matter what, until this race is won, I will stand my ground. The hope can be found. I will stand my ground. The hope can be found. Oh Lord, I know you hear my cry. Your love is lifting me above all the lies. No matter what I face, this I know in time, you'll take all that is wrong and make it right. You'll take all that is wrong and make it right. Your strength is found at the end of my road. Your grace, it reaches to the hurting. Still through the tears, take all that is wrong and make it right. I will stand my ground where hope can be found. I will stand my ground where hope can be found. Oh Lord, I know you hear my cry. Your love is lifting me above all the lies. No matter what I face, this I know in time. You'll take all that is wrong and make it right. You'll take all that is wrong and make it right. Bum, 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 bum.
Amazing.
Grace.
As always. So before we get on to our next worshiper, I want to be able to say something with you, and if you will agree with me. So Matthew 18:20, as we know, says, "For where two or three gather in my name, there I am with them," right? So what I want to say here as we continue into this transition is one important thing. I think that really all of us sometimes need to hear as a reminder, right? As you know, worship, of course, is more than singing. It's really surrender. It's warfare, it's healing. And tonight, as we worship together, all of us across screens, time zones, internet providers, whatever, we believe that God is going to move in power for those who are listening and even those who are praying and even are not listening but will listen later. So in agreement together, we agree that. So Cassie, anything else you want to let the worshipers and praise and brothers in Christ and sisters in Christ know before we transition over?
the, I love you guys. I love you guys. Sorry, I saw Red say something in the chat and it made me laugh really hard.
We're
And
talking about spiritual hunger, brother, not carnal
yeah,
hunger.
no,
Hey,
no, you do you know about David's taco burrito taco? Yeah, see,
don't know that, but I'll find out tonight, evidently.
you will. Is if he's on, then I need to make sure he definitely uh, does that, or I'll search for the voice memo that I played one time. But um, I think you covered it all, brother.
All right, I appreciate it, Sister C, as we'll call you now. Brother Bullet and Sister C. There we
Oh,
go.
he's on the chat. David's on the chat. Okay, well, I don't know how we get him to do the thing on the chat, but yo, David. Uh, and hi, David. Other David, not other David. I shouldn't say it, but he's on the thing. I can't wait for Daniel. Hey, Daniel, you got your capo ready? Yeah, he's got it. We got the
It's
same
ready
capo.
to go.
Yes. Awesome job, Joshki. You're doing amazing. Isn't he great, guys? Everyone, round of applause for Joshki. He's on a plane. Wow, he is really committed to this, Red. Why isn't he coming here? Are you coming here? Look at me seeing the chat. I can't believe it. Go me. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'll get on the chat now.
Thanks.
Love
All
it.
right, and again, thanks so much, Cassie. And now